Dodgers win Game 3 of the World Series. They lead the series 3-0, and they are one win away from a World Championship. Wow. What a game. Another solid Dodgers win. Walker Buehler pitched phenomenal tonight. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And honestly, he probably, again, could have gone another inning if he wanted to. But again, this all goes back to you don't want to see him third time through the order. I completely understand that. He's been, what a postseason Walker Buehler has had. What a real roller coaster 2024 this guy has had. He came back after his second Tommy John surgery, came back like in June and was not good. Couldn't locate anything. Was giving up home runs left and right, and he was visibly, and you heard it in the media, very frustrated with himself. And it was sad. It was a sad story because we remember the Walker Buehler from 2018, 2019, when he was the ace of this team and pumping fastballs by everybody. And over these last couple weeks and months, he's had to learn not just to be a hard thrower, but how to pitch. Back in the day, a couple years ago, when he was vintage Walker Buehler, he was throwing to guys. Now he's pitching. And you've seen that this postseason. He's getting stuff, swing and misses with his fastball. He's getting swing and misses with his cutter and sweeper, and he's getting swing and misses with his knuckle curve. He's been phenomenal this postseason. And Walker Buehler is one of those guys that as soon as October flips, the switch is on, and he performs to the best that he can. And that's 2 good starts now. And he was a couple Dodger errors in Game 3 against San Diego from having literally a perfect postseason. But phenomenal. He pitched great in Game 3 of the championship series against the Mets, and he pitched great in Game 3 of the World Series against the Yankees. He's a big game pitcher, and he reminded everybody of that tonight. That was vintage Walker Buehler out there. Wasn't, pumping 99, 100, but he was getting swing and misses with all of his pitches, and he made the Yankee hitters look foolish again. Freddie Freeman setting the tone again. 2-run home run in the top of the first inning, and, he is your front runner for World Series MVP right now. If the Dodgers can get one more win and win this whole thing, he is more than likely your World Series MVP. Hit another home run today. He has now hit a home run in his last 5 World Series games, and that's tying a record by George Springer in 2017 and 2019, which, we all know how that was. So to me, Freddie Freeman is the leader now with most consecutive home runs in World Series. He had a home run in Game 5 of the 2021 World Series in Game 6 of the clinching when he was with the Braves, and now he's hit a home run in the first 3 games of this series. And I think his ankle's okay. And he even mentioned it during the postgame in the last couple nights that this past week off was huge for him to get that ankle right, fix his swing a little bit. So Freddie Freeman, phenomenal this postseason once again. Mookie Betts, Tommy Edman, professional hitter, not trying to do too much, just trying to put the ball in play. Tommy Edman was able to get on base and steal a bag, and again, just put the ball in play and good things would happen. 3-2 pitch, dunked the ball into right field that was able to score Tommy Edman to make it 3-0. And then Kike driving in another base hit to score Gavin Lux, who I feel bad for him because he's on a bad hip right now. And I know that probably was not settling, rounding the bases, and sliding in safe to home. Again, the huge theme of this postseason is that the Dodgers are getting team wins. It's a team effort. It's everybody. They're getting enough from the offense. Their starters have been doing just enough, and their bullpen has been lights out. And unfortunately, they did not get the shutout today because Michael Kopech gave up a 2-run home run to Alex Verdugo to cut the lead in half. And again, the Yankees had their opportunities in this game to make it interesting. I mean, they did at the end. But I was nervous throughout this game. I was waiting for that one big hit for the Yankees to come, and it looked like it was going to go like in the third inning, I think. But then Teoscar Hernandez was able to gun down Giancarlo Stanton at home. Beautiful one hop. Smith with the great tag to get him. And listen, I mean, I don't understand why the third base coach would send one of your slowest guys, if not the slowest guy on the team, with Giancarlo Stanton. But again, at this point in the series and at that point in the game, you're desperate. You're not getting anything from this offense right now. You finally got a base hit off of you got a double from Giancarlo, and you got a base hit off of Volpe. I understand, you need that run. Listen, if Teoscar throws that ball offline, Giancarlo scores easy and it's 3-1, and who knows. So I understand. It took me a while to get there, but Giancarlo's one of the slowest, if not the slowest guy in your team. To me, it doesn't make sense to send him, but what do I know? And now, Dodgers are 1 win away. It's crazy. I'm very interested to see how they're going to approach tomorrow. They haven't announced a starter yet. It's going to be Luis Gil for the Yankees and TBD for the Dodgers. But it sounds like, because Brett Honeywell talked to the media today, so maybe he's their Game 4 starter tomorrow to open. But I'm very interested to see how this what's going to happen tomorrow, because I think that Dodger clubhouse smells blood in the water. I think they do. And I think they want to wrap this thing up tomorrow. Obviously, you do. You want the sweep. You want this to be over with, and you want to start having a celebration. Let's see how the Dodgers come out tomorrow and handle this, because, I think if they have a lead early and they grow on it, I think they're going to handle it differently. And I think if the Yankees get out to a lead, they're going to handle it very differently. I'm very interested to see, again, tomorrow how it's going to go. But, again, just another team win, your bullpen continuing to hold it down. Again, you got 5 out of Buehler. You got 5 out of Walker Buehler today. You got 2 outs from Brusdar Graterol. You got 1 out from Alex Vesia. You got 2 outs from Daniel Hudson. You got 1 out from Anthony Bonda. And you got an inning each from Brazier and Kopech. And shout out to Brazier, because he had the heart of the Yankees order. Soto, Judge, Stanton. You got Judge to line out. He got Soto to line out. Gave up a walk to Judge. Was able to get Giancarlo and got, I think it was Chisholm. So, or no. I think I think Giancarlo got a base hit. You got Chisholm, and then you got, I believe it was Rizzo. But I don't remember. But again, this bullpen continuing to shut it down. It's a team effort, man. This is a complete team. And listen, I'm 3 games in. I think I can say this. I'm really surprised with this Yankee offense. They've really become lifeless and cold in these first 3 games. I was mentioning this on my podcast with Kyle earlier today, but it really seemed like, and it's crazy that, potentially this series could have been over after the first game when Freddie Freeman hit the walk-off grand slam. That's essentially what this is, what it's looking like. Listen, I know the series is not over yet and they have to get one more win, but just watching this team play, it looks like their souls were sucked out of them after game 1, because they look flat in game 2. I know they had that 9th inning almost comeback, but again, the Dodgers were able to get out of it. And Yankees look lifeless today. And they were playing in front of their home fans again. Tonight was the first World Series game at Yankee Stadium since 2009, Game 6 against the Phillies when they won. And that was their last time they won a championship. So this was their first World Series game in 15 years. And again, it seems like the crowd and the deficit was getting to them a little bit. Judge again didn't do much in this game. He got under a ball. He got out in front of a breaking ball off of Bueller that I thought was hit 500 feet, but it was a fly out to Teo. But I'm kind of shocked right now. I'm kind of shocked. Outside of Soto, Verdugo having a couple nice ABs, Chisholm and Stanton, you're not getting anything out of this team. And I think that's also frustrating is that this bullpen, this Yankee bullpen, has kind of kept the Dodgers in check. These games in this series, it's just they're not getting anything out of this offense. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. Listen, it's crazy, man. The Dodgers haven't been this close to a championship since Game 6 of 2020 when they won against the Rays. This doesn't feel real right now, man. This team is one win away from their second championship in 5 seasons. I don't want to get too excited and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this feels like a special team. And it took a while for me to get there. The names on the back of the jersey are great, but I really didn't see this team play at their A level. I saw them play at their A level little spurts throughout the season, but I had never seen it for a long stretch. And boy, they're playing like an A team at the right time. They're getting great starting pitching. They're getting contributions from everybody in the lineup, and their bullpen has been lights out. And now they find themselves one win away from a world championship. Unbelievable. Got to get one more tomorrow. Enjoy tonight, but Dodgers got to get one more win. Have to get one more win. So we'll see what happens in Game 4 because the Yankees are going to. I mean, it's an elimination game now. They have to, treat it. They have to treat it like such. So you're going to see a lot of their top relievers again, which is good because they were able to get Clark Schmidt out of the game very early. He didn't even make it out of the third inning. So you got to see all their best arms again. You saw Luke Weaver, you saw Clay Holmes, you saw Tim Hill. So, and they're probably going to be in there again tomorrow, knowing that they have to win the game just to save their season. And if I can complain about one thing, umpiring was bad tonight. Home plate umpire was horrible tonight. Missing, easy balls and strikes, and then that horrible call that Banda was able to strike out Gleyber Torres on a 2-2 fastball that was clearly upstairs and off the strike zone, but he got the call. And listen, I understand why Torres and Jazz were upset. Like, there were some bad calls, and there was a play, I think in the 4th inning, where the Dodgers had a chance to tag on to make it 4-0. Tommy Edman tried to get a sacrifice bunt down. He got it down. Unfortunately, it wasn't that good because it went kind of almost back to the pitcher. Gavin Lux slid in there, and he was clearly being interfered by the catcher. And from the replay, it looked like he might have snuck his left hand in there. Dodgers challenged it. The umpire called him out. How is that not blocking the plate? Doesn't make sense to me. So the umpiring crew had a bad night tonight, but I mean, it wasn't anything where the Dodgers felt like they got screwed over. But I mean, both sides have a lot of complaint about the umpire tonight. But it's crazy. Dodgers are one win away. We'll see how they come out tomorrow, but I really believe that this Dodger team senses blood in the water. And I hope they go for the kill tomorrow. I really do. Dodgers win Game 3, 4-2, lead the series 3-0, and they're one win away from a world championship. Unreal. We'll see if they get it done tomorrow. See you after Game 4. Adios.